to me.
Are you gross to you?
I don't dress that way. I'm bigger, you know, I know that. But I don't.
But you keep
dress
saying,
that
I'm
way.
bigger, I know that. So when you look in the mirror and your clothes are off and you have a roll here and a roll there.
I cover it up.
But what does it feel like to you when you're looking at it? Before you cover
feel good,
it.
and that's why I'm fixing me.
Exactly, it doesn't feel good, so let's stay there. It doesn't feel good. So when you look in the mirror right now and your clothes are off and you see certain things, it doesn't feel good.
No.
What does it feel like when you're looking at it?
It feels bad, and it looks disgusting. I don't think I'm just the prettiest thing walking.
No,
you know?
I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to get to the pain that you have inside when you look at yourself and you look at other people and it is a reflection of you. So you go, oh my gosh, I hate myself, meaning I hate you. Do you understand the psychology? I'm not a psychologist, but I have them on the stage all the time and they say this kind of stuff all the time. I know that you say a lot of things about Lynette's weight, your cousin's weight.
I do. I say things to her, and, you know, one instance, we're sitting down watching the BET Awards, and Monique comes on, and, you know, she does the little Beyonce dance, and Lynette stands up in the middle of the living room and does a little Beyonce dance. I'm like, you know, it's my family, my cousin, I love her, but that was gross.
It was gross. Do you understand that Monique was doing that as a declaration to women that are P-H-A-T, as she says, and to celebrate it and to not feel bad about themselves? That she was doing that. It was almost the same thing as me saying, like, kiss my fat ass. That's what Monique was saying, and she was giving women that have bodies like Lynette and have bodies like you, excuse me, Nikki, but bodies like you, to say, screw what everybody else says. You are beautiful. Do you understand?
I understand.
So you killed that moment. You killed that moment for your cousin. What did that make you feel like when she said that to you? When you're having fun, dancing with Monique, what did that feel like?
I feel that Nikki, is something about her that she's insecure in herself. That it's not really me.
Yeah, it's not.
Because I feel that I'm fat-tabulous. And for her to say that you're obese or you're fat or you're this or you're that, I just feel like it's something inside of her that she's unhappy with. And until she get herself together and fix herself, she's going to continue to be unhappy and make comments about other people.
Nikki, one thing you said is in this section we were talking about the workplace, and you were saying that if there's a skinnier person and a bigger person, that the bigger person should work in the back. So if you're up for a job of a lifetime that you want so badly and you know that you were damn near overqualified for, and a girl comes in and she's smaller than you, say she's 30, 40 pounds smaller than you, and she's just as qualified but maybe even a little bit less, who should get the job? Working in the front.
Her in the front, I feel like,
She should get the job. Yeah, that says a lot about how you feel about yourself. That's all about how you feel about yourself, and it's really sad. And here at the Tyra Show, and even all my businesses, Bankable, America's Next Top Model, I employ hundreds of people, and I have the most amazing, skinny, curvy, thick, fat, juicy, twiggy, all different types of bodies that are the most amazing people working in the front, the back, the side, the under, the top, and all around. And they are beautiful and strong women. And I would love that you're in our studio right now, and hopefully some of that amazingness can rub off of you so that you know that no matter what your body is, that you are worthy of sitting in the front, working in the front, and being valuable and worth it and able to do something like that. You deserve it.
Up next, we wanted to see how the group reacts to a heavy person on a crowded subway.
It's my right as an American person that I don't want to sit with him.
What makes a good human being is knowing when to... Today, women are revealing that they're totally judgmental about each other, especially about weight. A social experiment was set up to uncover just how deep their prejudice goes. Check out what the group had to say about obese women in public places.
In our last scenario, we wanted to see how the group reacts to a heavy person on a crowded subway.
One, getting on that subway with someone that obese and fat, 95% of the Heavy-set people have body odor.
So now it's the smell that bothers you besides the weight. Okay, I'm just trying to understand all this hatred toward heavy
Well, look
people.
at it. You got stuff that's rolls, you know, that gets under there and festers and boils, you know?
So what about if Angelina Jolie sits down next to you, there's no other seats on the train, and she just has to sit right next to you?
All right, if she sat down by me and she's 300-400 pounds, sorry, I'm up and getting away from her. I don't care who she is. I don't want to associate myself with fat people. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. That's my thought.
What do you think? It's contagious? You're gonna catch it?
Nobody's saying it's contagious. It's my right as an American person that I don't want to sit with them, and I'm not sitting with them.
Your words doesn't sound like you're
Well,
educated the way you
believe me, I'm
speak about
very.
people because they're overweight.
Well,
see, you
I'm
got to
very.
know how to say it. You disgusting, gross. These words are bad, and that is not being educated. That's being ignorant.
So we have to censor ourselves in the way we feel to not be ignorant? Like, how is my opinion being ignorant?
That's not ignorance. Are you catching yourself on what you're saying?
Well, it is not ignorant. Just lose the weight. It got so heated. Nikki, you stood up. Where did that come from?
I mean, we're being told that we have to sugarcoat it. I have to say, you're plump, you're pleasantly plump. Why? If I say you're pleasantly plump, you're plus sized.
Who's telling you have to sugarcoat it?
The society. It's like,
but why
no
did
matter
you
how
get
I say it,
angry?
you're still fat.
But why did you get up and you're so angry?
I mean, stop calling me ignorant. I'm calling out facts. If you're fat, you're fat. No matter how I say it, it's not going to change.
So, okay, somebody can be fat, and it means it's okay to say it? Do you know how many things people can look at you right now and say?
Then they say it.
No, that's ugly. That's ugly. That's not right. Like, there's this guy, his name is Al B. He's a DJ, not Al B. Sure, but Al B. And he has a blog on TyraShow.com, and he has a blog up there. We should put it on again today. It's called dumb. Meaning, just because something is the truth doesn't make it right to say. Do you understand? Like, as human beings, what makes a good human being is knowing when to close your mouth. Or knowing when somebody is might not have the best self-esteem, but to say something to them to make them feel better. Like, saying the truth always is not good. If the truth was said all the time, I think we would all be depressed. You know, that's why I stay away from certain websites, because just because it's true doesn't make it nice, doesn't make it right. Anybody want to say anything?
I just want to know, for the lady in the red, being in the military, shouldn't that have made you like a positive person to help others and be a leader and be positive?
That's a good point. Very good point.
It is a good point. And being in the military did bring out a lot of my self-esteem and make me feel like a more confident person. But when I was so unhappy and I was eating comfort food because I was so unhappy in the military, to gain that weight made me hate myself. I felt gross. I felt disgusting. And so when I got out of the military, I lost the weight to feel better about myself. There's so few people who honestly have a medical condition that makes them fat, or for a reason for like that to gain weight. That is such a small amount of the people who are just fat because they don't work out, they eat junk food, they don't take care of themselves, they don't take pride in their body.
When you go like this, you're going like this. And you know when you're going like that, I could tell you're talking about yourself. You're going like this. And don't do this, and don't do that, and I know you're doing it to you.
I do have a fear of getting fat.
I can tell when you talk about it, it's you.
I have a very bad fear of being fat. I never, ever, ever want to be as heavy as I was.
So when you're doing like this to people and you're going like this, you're disgusting. You're disgusting. You're really going like this. You're disgusting. You're disgusting. Don't ever. Like, you're very raw and very honest, and I can tell that it is about you, and it has nothing to do with that woman that you're pointing that finger at. I can tell that it is you. Joining us in the audience is psychologist and body image expert, Dr. Robin Silverman. Hi, Dr. Robin. So, I'm not, you're the specialist, I'm not the therapist. Is what I'm saying at all right, that they have an issue with themselves?
Absolutely. These people believe that people are worth more when they weigh less. but more so, they think that they are worth more when they weigh less. They are insecure by what they look at in the mirror, and they bash themselves, and that comes out as bashing other people, right? And the more that they do that, the higher they can rise up and feel a little bit, just a little bit better than them about themselves.
I understand, because I'm not that big. Is that like kind of making you feel better, like always?
Absolutely. It's all about comparisons. It's all about comparisons.
What can they do to like change? Not that they want to, or do they? Does anybody want to not be this way? Because you know why I ask you that is, of course you're probably would say, no, I'm fine talking about other people, but really it's talking about yourself. Really it's hurting yourself, hurting